You know, yesterday was a pretty wild day. We had ups, we had downs. SHIB did, in fact, finish with a red day. Unfortunately, would have loved for it to be green. Can't always get what you want. And that being said, SHIB is green today, higher than where our close was yesterday. So we're looking pretty good so far. U.S. money hasn't woke up yet for the day, but I need to talk about a couple things. One, there is currently a bearish formation that is building for SHIB. Just want to address this because we could obviously break either up or down out of this. Two, we need to talk about this huge week that's going on for Ethereum. This can give us obviously a lot of strength for SHIB itself. And we also need to talk about a huge sign from retail that we haven't seen in quite some time. We're going to discuss all that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So although SHIB finished red yesterday, if you guys haven't noticed here, we did a couple crucial retests. We tested our 100-day on yesterday's candle. We tested our 100-day on today's daily candle. Both times, beautiful bounces right off of that. That is exactly what you want to see. SHIB showing conviction in higher zip codes. All right. That's the exact same thing that we did, back here. And now it's a question of, do we get some further retracement as we go through the weekend, or can we carry some of this momentum through the weekend itself and have possibly an exciting week ahead? Those are questions that, again, I don't have a crystal ball, don't have the answer to, but I want to talk about just a couple things here in terms of BTC. Excuse me, showing some levels of resilience up around that 117 to 118K range. Love to see it. Ethereum showing resilience around 2,900 or so. So those are signs that are definitely working in our favor. And I do want to talk about one thing quick, because we had just another massive week from Ethereum on the institutional money side. $204 million added yesterday, which might not sound like much. It obviously pales in comparison to the day before. But I don't know if anybody realizes this is the largest week in history of Ethereum accumulation on the institutional side. Now, yes, this helped in terms of the price of Ethereum. The only downside to this is there is over-the-counter ETH that is being accumulated as well. So it's not making as big of an impact in the charts as you would like. That being said, that amount is dwindling very quickly. So we're seeing a lot of accumulation take place, and really the big thing we need to trigger is retail, and I'll talk about this here more in just a moment. Something I did want to point out on the SHIB chart is we are technically right now building a diamond formation. For those that aren't familiar, that is a bearish formation for assets in general. Excuse my ugly drawing here. So a lot of times these do have the potential to break down, but if we do get some momentum, there is the possibility that we can extend. We got to basically breach kind of where we were at yesterday, that 40138 or so. That would be kind of crucial for our next leg here. All right. Now, obviously, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. And there was a viewer that was asking me about some resistance levels for Shiba Inu. Basically, right now, kind of in these ranges is one big one. We have 40158 is another one that's actually up right at about our line here. And then we also have 402. Those are some big levels that people need to pay attention to moving forward. Now, the good news for the market is, one, BTC dominance still showing a lot of weakness. It's a red day today. We're still showing a lot of signs of a further extension and breakdown still possible. USDT dominance still showing a lot of red as well. So a lot of capital gaining the confidence to enter the crypto market. And the SHIB ETH pairing, guys, is green today. We're showing a lot of resilience. Actually, we're back up to where we were all the way back here on July 5th. So this is exactly what we want to see from the charts. SHIB showing some strength and conviction. These are great signs. But something I really want to point to is, and the biggest thing that is obviously going to help Shiba Inu and other ERC20s in the space, is retail confidence, retail optics. And what I noticed, and I'm just going to go to the big screen here for a second, is we have finally cracked those optics. In fact, we've been watching this for a very long period of time, and Coinbase has just reached the 133rd free app download in the Apple App Store. Okay. Now, also, we have seen Coinbase, I'm getting a lot of notifications. We have seen Coinbase hit Robinhood, hit 188th. So retail is paying attention. They are downloading the crypto apps. Doesn't mean their capital started flowing in yet, but they are starting to dip their toes in the water. And we know what that has led to in the past. It has led to some booms. It has led to some excitement. We're even making moves in the market on lower volume. All right. Yesterday was not a huge day in terms of volume in the crypto market. It was only $163 billion. I say that's not a lot, but compared to the prior day where it was $240 billion, it's a pretty drastic difference there. Now, that being said, we're getting to the point where a lot of assets are actually green over the last 90 days. Shiba Inu included, 9.76% over the last 90 days. A lot of people say that's nothing. And yeah, I get it, right? Because we went through some highs and some lows during that time. 90 days ago was obviously back in, what was that, April? So we were kind of fighting around these same levels, trying to make some of these similar extensions. So we got a little bit of work to do here. I will say we got a lot of work to do before we obviously flip BTC. BTC is about 30% higher over the last 90 days. But we obviously know from SHIB's past and many other assets that we can, in fact, tackle that very quickly. Are we accelerating towards an alt season? Sure seems like it. The optics are working in our favor. The money flows are working in our favor. Institutional money is working in our favor. The news is working in our favor. So it's just all we just need a continuation. We just need momentum to keep building, and that is what can help create this next major Shiba Inu breakout. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.